So, I mean, speaking of other genres, I got to know the story behind a number one Asian song of the year, a song called Bounce. Tell us about this song, Marty.
Well, I went to Sweden to a songwriting camp. My publisher at the time sent me over there to write at this camp, and we were actually writing. We wrote that song thinking maybe it would be a Bounce dryer sheet commercial,
That's great.
and it was just real. It was a bouncy track, and it was kind of real lighthearted, fun lyric. And I wrote it with two Swedish guys, and I didn't think much of it. We were pitching it, they were pitching it, and then one day I got a call and they said, "Hey, this guy in Korea that was the biggest artist in Korea, his wife died, and he decided he was going to retire and never sing again. And he decided that after 10 years that he was going to do a comeback album, and he picked your song." And I was like, "Oh,
Wow.
great, which song?" And they're like, "Bounce," and I'm like, "The dryer sheet song," you
That's
know.
great.
Um, but they changed it, and it was really like they changed it to the verses. If you look at the interpretation from Korean to back to English, it's kind of sad song.
Mm.
Um, anyway, it was kind of the equivalent of if Paul McCartney had retired and then 10 years later he comes back, and so somehow those Swedish publishers got the song to his camp, and they loved the song, and so it became his first ever single after 10 years of retirement, and went on to become Asian Song of the Year, South Korean Song of the Year. It was in every Kia bought in South Korea for a while. When you turned it on, it would play the song.
Wow.
So it was crazy.
Yeah, and the song's really cool too. I listened to it today for the first time. Usually, I'll like the last 2 hours before an interview, I'm just kind of my research is listening to music. It's a tough gig, truly. Uh,
Horrible.
yeah, it is
Horrible.
horrible.